Barry Tompkins with Kathy Johnson. This is the Hilton Invitational. We're at the Cobb Galleria Center here in Atlanta, Georgia, as we take a look at the team standings. Dynamo continues to lead pretty handily over Browns, the Quebec Seniors, in third place right now with the Atlanta Gymnastics Club and Peach State rounding it out after 2 rotations. Here are the individual standings in the all-around competition. Shannon Miller with a lead pretty much all her own, but very close after that. Soni Meduna, Marina Vidas, Jennie Bethard, Maria Frolova, as we take a look at Soni Meduna on the beam.
And really in the team competition, I mean, Dynamo is so dominant and Shannon Miller so dominant in the all-around, but there is such a close competition for second and third in both team and individual. This is a critical event for Soni. It's her most difficult event. She says she doesn't have the difficulty in this routine that she should, but she's working extra hard to get that.
Omaha, Nebraska, but now living in Oklahoma City.
Nice tumbling sequence, a layout in between 2 back handsprings. When she was still living in Nebraska, when she first started gymnastics, her coach was Peggy Liddick, who is now the assistant coach and the balance beam and floor exercise coach for Dynamo. So she's back with her old coach.
Started at 3 years old in gymnastics. It boggles my mind.
Oh, little trouble on that skill. That was a relief routine where you land and it's a sigh of relief. It's an important routine for her, particularly for the all-around. This is a pass that the gymnast receives bonus for. Back handspring to a layout somersault and right into an immediate back handspring. We quite often see the gymnasts do layout somersaults in a row, which we'll see later in this rotation. Also exciting tumbling. And a tuck double back. Nice form. Knees in tight together. Just this step backwards, but look at the smile.
And as you said, a relief smile. We wait for her score. She looks pretty happy about the whole thing, though, as we go over to the bars now. And Marina Vidas. Remember the Russian national team at just 14 years of age. 9-2-7-5, the score for Soni Meduna on beam, and I would have to think she'll be satisfied with that based on the way scoring has gone and the fact that that is, by her own admission, her toughest event. Marina Vidas from St. Petersburg.
Many of the Russian gymnasts are taking advantage of working out in the United States. They're at Brown's Gym in Florida. Beautiful work. Oh no, that's going to be a significant deduction. She hit her feet on the floor. She was supposed to hold them up and glide through the bottom. With an all-around competition this close, you just can't afford mistakes like that.
Shannon Miller in first place, pretty much having wrapped that up. The battle is for second and third. And we'll see if Marina Vidas helped herself. She does not appear to think so. Neither do you.
I think she knows that that should not have happened in order to stay up in the top few all-around spots. This was beautiful. Look at the distance. It was the perfect distance from the bar. And she started to get into trouble right as she shot over the low bar and just could not get her swing. The dismount was very easy. Even for this level of competition, it's just a tough flyaway. It is nice and high, but you can see your legs are apart. And it's a very simple dismount in terms of the level of difficulty in this competition.
So the task now to wait for her score. We'll let you know as soon as we get there. Meanwhile, Tanya Maiers on the beam.
And I was really looking forward to this routine because she, at the Olympic Festival, As a last-minute replacement because of illness to one of her teammates, she competed in the beam finals with all the big guys, Shannon Miller, Carrie Strug, and she actually won a medal at the Olympic Festival in this event.
9-1-7-5 was the score for Marina Vidas.
Round up double back.
And she's going to like that. Crowd certainly likes it. Coaches are pleased. Fine performance for Tanya Maiers. Back to give you her score and a lot more to come after this. For Tanya Maiers, a 9-6 on the bars. Certainly will help her team, and a fine performance for her as she now looks, as do you, at her teammate, Jennie Thompson.
Dynamo is doing extremely well on the balance beam. Very well-trained team. Put a lot of hours in the gym to perfect all of these routines and be able to handle the pressure of competition. And Jennie has a very difficult balance beam routine. Not just because she's 12 years old either. This would hold up with a lot of the senior competitors.
As we said, her tie for first in the 1992 Junior National Championships made her the youngest event champion in history. And we're talking about covering some ground.
Look at that. Oh, that she missed it. But I tell you what, that is extremely difficult. A standing, full twisting back. Only a few gymnasts in the world perform that skill. Tanya performed it at the Olympic Games, and she was considered to have some of the most difficult routines in the entire Olympics. Watch this. 3 layouts. Well, she's had some misses in this competition. She fell from bars, had a fall here. But she is really preparing herself for the years to come, trying to get the difficulty in the routines now and perfect them over the next couple of years.
And remember, we talk about the fact the Olympics are still 2.5 years away. That would make her 14, which in this particular sport is approaching prime age.
And very most important, 2 years in gymnastics is a long, long time. Full twisting double back. Great difficulty.
A word of encouragement from Steve Nuno as we take a look at what happened to her on that most difficult maneuver.
Now, you really have to keep your hips and shoulders in line with the beam and somersault and twist at the same time. It's so difficult, especially to get that back foot on the balance beam. This was beautifully done. 3 layouts. Again, some of the Olympic athletes in Barcelona performed this series, and she's performing all of this at the age of 12. And I'd say handling it pretty well. As I said, a couple of misses, but I think that is to be expected at this point when she's trying to do so much difficulty.
Pulled the legs through, just missed a step. And she awaits her score. 9-1-5 is the score for Jennie Thompson. There will be better days. That might be said about a lot of the competitors today.